screen is black. Can you guys see me? Can you guys see me? Can you guys see me? All right, look, I know that there's been a lot of things out there, a lot of articles written, so I'm just going to give it all, raw, unedited. There's some things that I need to own up to. There's some things that are so wrong and so corrupt that are going on that it's not even funny. There's certain things that I understand, and there's certain things that I don't understand. And there's going to be official statements coming out that I'll be given with specific sources about what's going on. As you all are aware, on Final Reckoning, Cara and I got together. I was in a relationship with Danielle. I loved Danielle going into the season. I loved her throughout the season, but when I was around Cara, I just felt a different kind of energy. And I couldn't deny that. So when Cara and I got together, it wasn't just sex. It wasn't just for the show. I knew that I felt a certain way about her, and I couldn't deny that. Unfortunately, I had to fly to Nashville as soon as Final Reckoning was done. Prior to that, Cara and I had went out with everyone, Hunter, Joss, Sylvia, and then it ended up just being me, Cara, Hunter, and Joss. We all went to get drunk. I called Danielle at the time, and I told her that I loved her, I was thinking about getting a ring, and that I wanted to make a baby with her. I was wasted. I then called her the next day and told her everything that had happened. I told her that Cara and I had slept together. I told her that night at the strip club, Cara got me a lap dance where I got tied up and got whipped. I told her that I had this side of me where I was into S&M and I was into edge play and I was into crazy sexual things that Cara and I talked about and that we shared. So it wasn't just fuck. It wasn't just a fuck. And I knew that things weren't ever going to work with Danielle and I because she wasn't into any of that stuff. And that was something that I needed in my relationship, and that's something that Cara and I agreed that we needed in our relationship. Danielle only wanted to make love, which, not disrespecting people that just want to make love, Cara and I, we needed more. And you have to understand that the situation that I was dealing with Danielle was very, very hard. The last person that she had been with prior to me was her fiance that died in her arms. And I was the first man that she ever trusted with her heart and ever trusted with her life. And before going on Final Reckoning, I told her I was going to come back and we were going to start a life together. Once I got into the challenge world and I experienced what the challenge was, I realized that I no longer wanted the life that Danielle and I had planned together. I wanted to be a challenger, and I wanted to be with Cara. It was hard to tell Danielle this for a very long time because we would have a lot of phone conversations and she would break down and she would cry and she would say how she's not well and she would say that I can't leave her. she would tell me that there's no way that I can choose that home-wrecking MTV whore over her. And these are her words. And I made sure, and Lori, her PR person, would have those same conversations with me and say, how could I pick Cara over Danielle? Danielle's the perfect girl. She's America's sweetheart. She's all this stuff. So I got Danielle crying all this stuff, and I got Lori crying in my ear saying, how do I really want to be part of this MTV trash world? Do I want to be part of this piece of shit world that they're all in? And why would I pick Cara over Danielle? And the thing is, I couldn't explain why I would pick Cara over Danielle, because I didn't know what Cara and I were. We were in an open relationship. She would tell me that if I ever try to control her, she'll leave me or she'll cheat on me. She would tell me that she loves how open we were. She filmed a dating show while we were together, and she hooked up with 3 different guys on it, and I was okay with it because we're in an open relationship. In open relationships, it's a don't ask, don't tell. As long as you're emotionally connected to the person, you stay with that person. And I stayed with Cara, and I picked Cara no matter what was going on. Did I handle the situation with Danielle completely wrong? Yes, because I still loved the girl. I was still in love with Danielle. You can't just remove those feelings. I did miss her. There were certain things with Danielle that I was never going to have again. And I was in a situation, I get done filming a reality show, and I only have 3-4 months before I got to leave and film another reality show. At what point in time can you fully separate your emotions and your feelings and your love for somebody who did nothing wrong while you have feelings for somebody else and you love somebody else and you're starting to build with somebody else? I loved Cara, but I never wanted to force Cara to love me. We did a tattoo show together. We still said we were in an open relationship. I told her I loved her. She never said it back. Up until the reunion, she was going to CT's wedding, telling everybody she was in an open relationship. And that's what she loved about this, is that we could do whatever we wanted. And that was it, because there's no judgment, there's no nothing. And we loved each other. Yes, Cara did a dating show, and it's going to air. And she hooked up with multiple guys on that dating show. And I don't care, because I loved Cara. I want to be with Cara. I don't care. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Up until the reunion, even at the reunion, we still said we were in an open relationship. Going into this next season is where Cara and I fell in love, and is where Cara and I said we no longer want to be in an open relationship. It is where we said that we want to plan a life together outside of this show. Said that we wanted to move in with one another. We wanted to start a fitness franchise together. Said that we wanted to start all these things. I kept something from Cara because I didn't think I had to tell her, because it was mine to work out with Danielle. Danielle and I had a trip planned to Mexico already. I went down to Mexico with Danielle to find closure in our relationship. I never told Cara. I didn't know how to tell Cara. We were open, didn't think I needed to tell Cara. Cara asked me about it. I denied it, because I didn't want her to think that I was still trying to get back with Danielle. Did I love Danielle? Yes. Would I text Danielle that I loved her? Yes. Would I text Danielle a lot of things? Yes. I was in a situation where every time I was on the phone with Danielle, she would tell me that she wanted to fucking kill herself. And she told me that she couldn't wrap her head around the fact if I left. And yes, okay, if you want to say that I lied, okay, I lied. I'm fucking human. I didn't know how to handle this situation. I'm dealing with one girl that I fucking love, that I broke her heart. She did nothing wrong. To another girl that I'm falling in love with, who's saying that she fucking wants to be in an open relationship and she wants to be free. And she wants to fucking live this life and doesn't want to be controlled. Otherwise, she's going to cheat on me and she's going to leave me, just like she did with all her other relationships. I didn't know how Cara truly felt about me. I had ideas. She told me. I would tell her, but we were open. Cara and I weren't exclusively together. We were in an open relationship, so I didn't think it was okay. Danielle and I never slept together. I never had sex with Danielle. I couldn't have sex with Danielle. I felt fucking broken about everything that I did to Danielle. Once again, I'm human, right? But I didn't fuck with Danielle. I was always choosing Cara. Danielle knew I was with Cara. Danielle saw that I was with Cara in my Instagram stories, on my Instagram, all this stuff. My family was telling Danielle that she should fucking leave. Her family was telling her that she should fucking leave. Lori was telling her that she should leave. Her friends were telling her that she should leave. She's the only one that didn't want to leave. And she could have came out about all this stuff while Cara and I were in an open relationship, but then it would have probably got laughed at because we were in an open relationship. She then wanted to push for another meeting. Labor Day weekend, I didn't want to go to this. She would call me and she would say she needed this, she needed this, she needed this. I agreed to going and seeing her. She had to fucking buy my ticket, essentially, and I had to reimburse her for the ticket she bought me, only to get down there and tell her that once again I was going this path. I told her multiple times that I couldn't be with somebody that isn't into S&M, that isn't into this stuff. I've been trying to have this conversation with both of them, but Danielle refuses to get on the phone with me and Cara. Cara refuses for the past 3 days to take my phone calls. I'm trying to get on the phone with them and handle this privately, but they won't let it happen. Danielle is sitting here and coming out at the right time. After I got out of this show, I called Danielle this past season. I said, look, I hope that you got the closure that you were looking for, not being able to talk to me while I was away, but I can no longer be there as an emotional crutch for you because I love Cara. We got very close during this season, and I want to be with her, and we're planning to move in with each other. We're planning all this stuff. That's when she blocked me on everything and only contacted me via email. And I tried to say to her via email, can we please talk about it? No lies. Got to come clean about everything that had been going on all fucking summer so that you don't feel like you're fucking crazy. I was in a tough fucking situation. I once again saw Danielle before we left for filming because she once again was trying to get me to go out to California for a week and stay with her before going. I didn't want to stay with her. I was going with Cara. I was with her in Montana. I was leaving for another show with her. I don't need to use Cara for the challenge. I made it to a final by myself as a rookie with my partner, Natalie. Cara didn't help me get to that final. When you guys watch this next season, you'll also see how I don't need Cara to win and to be dominant in these seasons. I'm my own challenger. I will be my own challenger. I only saw Danielle for a total of 10 days? I'm fucking human, okay? I didn't fuck Danielle. I had a tattoo of Cara's face on my thigh. Tattoo of Cara's face on my fucking thigh. You think even if I wanted to have sex with Danielle that she would look at that thing and be like, that's something that I'll look past? Are there screenshots of everything? Yes. Does Cara know about all of this now? Yes. She knows about every single thing. Every single thing. I wasn't trying to stay in touch with Danielle because I wanted to lead her on and manipulate her. I wanted to stay in touch with Danielle because every time I talked to her on the phone, she would be broken and she would be like, please tell me it's not true. Please tell me that you and Cara aren't a thing. I don't know if I could handle this. I don't know if I'm this. When I saw Danielle, she lost over 40 fucking pounds. I did that to her and I can never take that back, and I came out and I apologized for it. I even came out right after Final Reckoning and tweeted a whole bunch of things saying, I can't be monogamous. I can't do these relationships. That's what Cara loved about me, is that I would just be open and I didn't care. But for Cara and Danielle to be talking this whole time and for them to not even want to talk to me to handle this privately is ridiculous. This is a smear campaign. This is a smear campaign. Danielle specifically waited until I was in Disney with Cara after I told her I didn't want to be with anybody else but Cara after this past season. That's when she decides to come out with all these articles. That's when she decides to want to do this. And the thing is, she's not only just trying to come out with that article saying what she did, she's trying to come out with more articles and more articles. When does it stop? What more do you want from me? You're trying to fucking rip the only girl that I fucking love right now away from me. Why? Because she ripped me away from you? Selfishly? She aggressively fucking came on to me on this show and you had to watch it? I'm sorry for that. Cara, you didn't give a fuck about Danielle that whole time that we were together. You would fuck me in her lingerie and make me tie you up and fuck you in her lingerie. Like we were into some weird shit. I don't know what more truth that can be out there. Like this is all supposed to be fucking private, but I want to fight for you, Cara, and I want to be with you. What more do you want from me? I'm never using you. I'll never fucking use you. You know what we went through this past season that we just filmed. You know everything that we did. Everybody saw in Final Reckoning that you came on to me after you were pissed that Kyle hooked up with other guys. And yeah, I had fucking feelings for you, but I was with someone. Like, we're into some weird shit, Cara, and you know we are. And we fucking bonded over that. And you knew that we weren't fucking in anything but a fucking open relationship. And I don't give a fuck. You guys wanted me to come out with the truth. Lori and all you guys wanted to push me to come out with the truth. You guys have been teaming up to fucking do this, to do a smear campaign and all this shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, Lori's handling this shit so unprofessional the whole time. In the beginning, when she set me up with Danielle, everything was all cool. When all this came up with Danielle, she couldn't represent me anymore. And she's saying that she would fucking... Why would I pick Cara over Danielle? Why would I pick Cara over Danielle? Do I really want to be part of this MTV trash? MTV's trash, Paulie. You'll be trash. I just don't know what else to say. It's like, Cara, if you want to go and pretend to be this strong person, that's okay. But it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to have insecurities. And I know that you have insecurities because you would message people whenever I'd go out with my friends saying, do you really think that Paulie fucking did this? And you guys can't say, stop, all this is private, because it's no longer private. Danielle put this all over the internet. Cara and Danielle have been talking together to put everything all over on the internet. So here it is. Here it is. Are there screenshots? Yeah. Fuck yeah. I didn't know how to handle this situation with Danielle and fucking Cara. I love Cara. I still want to be with Cara. We fell in love. We have a special connection that got even stronger this past season. You know what I mean? I know Cara for who she really is. When all this came out, she fucking broke. She was broken. She's still fucking broken. But then why is she talking to Danielle? She's not even talking to me. And she's not even giving me the decency of having a conversation with me. She's only talking to Danielle. They're planning on coming out with fucking more articles. And I only know this because fucking Lori fucking said that she's not behind anything anymore. But you know what? It's kind of convenient that the whole time over the summer, Danielle's saying to me that Bachelor in Paradise is contacting her, Bachelorette is contacting her, and Lori's trying to get her on these shows. And it's interesting to me how all of a sudden now you talk about it when I tell you that me and Cara are fucking exclusive. You didn't want to talk about it when we were in an open relationship. You didn't want to talk about how you would call me and beg me to still talk to you and beg me to still see you. And I never fucking had sex with you. I never wanted to have sex with anybody else. Cara's the one who wanted to be in an open relationship. I'll do anything to be with Cara, but I don't know what to do. I'm in a situation where my ex has her fucking head all fucked up right now, where my ex's PR person is talking to her. I mean, how unprofessional can you be? How unprofessional is a PR person going onto Twitter and trying to say things and trying to say the whole situation? You want the whole situation? You wanted me to come clean? Here, I'm coming clean about everything. Did I see Danielle in Mexico? Yes. Did I see Danielle Labor Day weekend? Yes. Did I see her before we flew out? Yes. Were Cara and I in an open relationship all fucking summer and all leading up until the show? Yes. Cara's vulnerable right now. And Danielle and Lori are preying on that. This is a calculated fucking bullshit thing that they're doing, and they're piling on. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. I said I'm going to fight for Cara. I have been texting Lori and emailing Danielle saying, can we just talk about this? I've been texting Cara saying, can we just talk about this? Can all three of us just talk about this? Let's get all on the fucking phone together and let's all just talk about this. And they're not answering. Why? Because they're planning more shit. And that's just piling on. Danielle, enough is enough. Enough is fucking enough, Danielle. What more do you want from me? I hurt you. I'm sorry. I can't do more. I'm trying to do right by Cara right now. Everything that we talked about in the challenge house was real. Every single person in that challenge house knows what our connection was. Every single person, producer, security guard, challenger in that challenge house knew exactly what our connection was. Cara, you know what our connection is. You know what we felt was real. You know that it was hard. You knew I was talking to Danielle. Did I keep certain things from you? Yes, I 100% did. I didn't know how to handle this situation because you were texting my friends saying that you were insecure every time I would go out. So you tried to put on that you were confident and that we're open and all this stuff. But behind closed doors, you're sitting there saying that you're insecure and you think I'm going to cheat on you. Why? Just to leave? Why did we put a tattoo of you on me? I have a tattoo of you on my thigh. I'm not fucking anybody else. I ain't being with nobody else. I ain't fucking no other girls. All I want is you. I just fucking want you. What is this? You've seen fucking screenshots. You've seen all the fucking screenshots. I've got screenshots from my fucking mother. My mom had conversations with Danielle telling her to move on. Telling her to leave. I'm sorry that you didn't want to believe the writing on the wall, Danielle, but you can't put this on me just because I was telling you that I loved you and that I missed you. It was fucking true. I can't just throw away those fucking feelings for you, especially when you're guilting me in to doing this. I'm fucking wrong for the way I handled it. But if I knew that you were going to fucking jack me up like this, I would have just cut you off and just left you reeling then. But I fucking broke you. I broke you when I fucking cheated on you with Cara. You were broken. This is fucking ridiculous. And I just want to fucking be with Cara. I just want that to happen. I caught these fucking feelings with Cara. I don't know what else you guys want. And to be honest, Cara, stop, you know that what our feelings are. Don't try and play the victim here. You knew what you were getting yourself into with me. And it wasn't until we filmed this past season where we said we want to be 100% exclusive. And we wanted to be 100% together and that we loved each other. You told me for the first time on this past season that you fucking loved me. And that's all I wanted this whole time. I was fucking stupid for the way that I handled things. I'm sorry that I fucking lied to you about seeing her. I didn't know how to fucking handle the situation. I didn't know where you stood. I went and saw Danielle right after you filmed a dating show. Right after you filmed a dating show, you hooked up with 3 guys. And I was okay with it. You were half naked with a guy and you guys were painting all over each other. You would tell me all the time how you would want to bring another girl in. So why does this matter? You know what Danielle's trying to do. You know she wants to fucking she wants a split. And I can admit my faults. I've admitted everything. Everything. All this happened in the past. The dating show happened in the past. All this stuff going on with Danielle was in the past. I don't know what else can be said. I've been telling you how I feel this whole time. But I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to let these people, I'm not going to let this smear campaign continue to go on. If you want to hate me, hate me. Did I text Danielle and tell her that I loved her and I missed her? Fuck yes. Is it going to look like I was fucking stringing her on? Fuck yes. But there was plenty of fucking phone calls where I told her exactly what was going on. And I told Cara exactly how torn I was about all of it. I'm not going to be on social media much for the next couple of days. I've been trying to work this out with Cara privately because I want her back. I want Cara back. That's all I got to say. She hasn't wanted to talk to me. Danielle's been in here. She talks to Danielle more than she talks to me. Danielle's my ex. She has ulterior motives for fucking wanting this to end. And talk about airing your truth. Danielle, you aired your truth. Why can't Cara and I just be happy together? Why are you trying to take it the extra step and trying to release everything? I want Cara. I'm owning up to everything. We were talking about moving in together. I had plans to go to Boston after the holidays, see Cara. She was supposed to come down, spend New Year's with me, and then we were flying back to Montana to look at places together to move in together. Because I wanted to move in with Cara, and I wanted to start a life with Cara. All of you have watched, and you see the way that I look at this girl, and you see the way she looks at me. That is true happiness. You know, everybody sits here and they think that they would handle a situation better. Tell me how you would handle a situation if you went away, you were secluded for an entire show. You cheat on a girl who you know is going to get broken from it. You catch feelings for the girl that you cheated on her with. And then you're trying to let the girl down easy. And every time you go to let her down easy, she says that she's going to fucking kill herself. Thank you, Theo. Thank you, Theo. Theo was on this next season with us. Everybody that was on this next season saw how we felt about each other. Even my fucking enemies, who were there saw the connection. And yes, Kyle, I'm talking about you. And he came up to me and had real conversations with me saying that he sees that she's happy. I don't know what else to do. Anyway, this is everything. I've owned up to everything. I know what I want. Cara, you know, ball's in your court. If you ever want to come back, if you ever want to see me, I'm here. If not, oh well, I'll move on. That's it. Danielle, I'm sorry for what I did to you. I didn't know how to handle this situation the whole time. I was telling you what was going on the whole fucking time. There's text messages saying that I loved you. I couldn't stop loving you. I'm sorry. Couldn't stop this. You know, I told you when we were in Mexico that it wasn't going to work. The couple's therapist that we went to in Mexico said we should go away from each other and move on. We did. And then you needed to see me again. You needed to see me again. So I saw you again, only to tell you the same thing. I'll keep coming back to these challenges, whether I'm with Cara or whether I'm alone. I don't need anybody to make a name for myself on these shows. I struggled with forgiving myself for what I did to Danielle because she never deserved any of that. I don't understand what the big deal is with Cara other than that I never told her about the situation, but everything's come out. I've told her about everything. Everything. You know, the fact that her and Danielle now want to come together and want to do this, like, Cara, you never gave a fuck about Danielle. You never cared about Danielle. You didn't care about Danielle when you were pursuing me, when you were with me, when you were fucking making fun of her. Danielle, you never gave a fuck about Cara when you would sit there and you would try and tell me how she's a fucking home-wrecking slut, how she's a fucking MTV fucking whore. I don't understand what all this is now. You know? Like, now all of a sudden you guys want to play the victim? You know, now all of a sudden you guys want to try and shame me when in the summer I fucking came out and said that I couldn't be monogamous. But the thing was, I was monogamous. I was only fucking you, Cara. I wasn't fucking Danielle. I didn't have sex with Danielle. I could have. She would fucking beg me to have sex with her when I saw her, and I fucking didn't. Everybody's saying to tell the truth. That's not the point of an open relationship. The point of an open relationship is to just be open and to stay with each other and just come back to each other. Anyway, that's my piece. I lost fucking, the girl that I love is fucking getting played by Danielle and her publicist. The girl that I want to be with, who we only truly fell in love and really fucking said it, was here. Like, how many of you guys have started a relationship and it takes time to fully come out and come clean about how you really feel about each other? How long does it take you to get your feelings away from your ex? Combine that in the middle. Fuck.